I'm Rupert.
And I'm Redbeard.
This is Rupert's Beard. Today we're going to be going over my OP08 Kaido list. Hope you'll enjoy it. It's the one that I used in the battle me and Red did on the simulator.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But the leader is the structure deck 4, Kaido. Activate main once per turn, Dawn -7. Trash out one of your opponent's cards from the top of their life. Very good. Used to only be able to basically use once a game. With some new additions, it's very easy to use. I use, I don't know where to put that, put in there.
Yeah.
For Cheeky from OP06, 2-drop 1K, 1K counter. He has a blocker and on play. If you have 8 or more Dawn cards on the field, draw 1 card and trash a card from your hand. He is at worst a chump blocker. At best, he can cycle you a card, get rid of some dead cards, which, as we go over, you'll see there are a few of them that are just kind of dead later on, but you definitely need to see them.
Yeah. And in the middle, he's a 1K counter.
That's true. Probably the best card in this whole set is the OP08 Black Maria. 3-drop 2K, 2K counter. Activate main once per turn. If you have no other Black Maria characters, add up to 5 Dawn cards from your Dawn deck and rest them. Then, at the end of your turn, return Dawn cards from your field to your Dawn deck until you have the same number of Dawn cards on your field as your opponent. This card will really let you abuse Kaido's leader effect, since that way you can just go ahead and use it, Black Maria, get 5 of them back, and then you're not, instead of being down 7, you're down 2. A Dawn -2, trash your opponent's life, is kind of good.
Especially when you're already at 10, because then it's just every turn you do it for free, basically.
Yep. Now, this deck does have one flaw, which you will see, is there's not a lot of small bodies. We're already up to 5 cost. 5 cost, 5k, no counter. On play, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. Then, if you have 6 or more Dawn cards on your field, draw a card. Triggered Dawn -2, you may play this card. Missile Sunday, I think, is probably a must-have in the deck. It is just a easy body. It is an extra Dawn, and it can cycle you a card. Plus, when your opponent smacks into your life, have a chance to get a free body.
Yeah.
Next up, a good searchable 2k counter. We have our 5-drop, 5k, 2k counter X Drake. On play, Dawn -1, opponent trash 1 card from their hand. That can be used, not really why you play it. It is mostly just used as that 2k counter.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's searchable, isn't it?
It is searchable because it is Animal Kingdom.
Yep. Real ones know why.
Next up, we use probably the best blocker in the game. It is 5-drop 6k, 1k counter Queen. Blocker on play, Dawn -1. You may draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. And it is Animal Kingdom, so it is searchable. Very good card. I think that is a mandatory 4 of. Next up, the OP07 Sanji, the 2k counter blocker. He is really good because if you are behind on Dawn, which is very easy to do, you can play him for 3 instead of 6, and he is a blocker. Worst case, a 2k counter. I do believe he is a must-have in this deck. More defense for not only in hand, but on field.
Yeah.
Next up, I run 4 the Structure Deck King, 6-drop 7k. Dawn on play, Dawn -1, KO when your opponent's character's cost of 4 or less. Gets rid of some smaller bodies, especially with Calgara and the new Zoro build coming up. Getting rid of some small bodies early on is really good.
Yeah.
Next, we have one of my favorite cards from the new set is the new King, 7-drop 8k. On play, Dawn -1. As long as your opponent has 5 or more Dawn cards on their field, he gains Rush. Simple, sweet, to the point, gives you more aggression, and makes it easier to close out games. Next up, my absolute favorite card from this set, the card that's, I think, is a bigger mistake, is Charlotte Linlin. 9-drop 9k, on play, Dawn -1, trash a card from your hand, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your top of your life, then add up to 1 of your opponent's characters cost of 6 or less to the top or bottom of your opponent's life, face up. This is really good because it's obviously a heal, which is great for purple. It is a card removal, and where it's face up, it can also mess with pudding.
Yeah. And since it's an optional, you can technically just heal yourself.
Yep, and you can get rid of some dead cards in hand.
Yeah.
Next up, Kaido, the big boss monster. 10 drop, 12k. On play, Dawn -6. You may, if your leader is the Animal Kingdom Pirates, KO all characters other than this character. Easy spot removal for decks that like to swarm, like Zoro, Calgara, and bodies you can't deal with.
Honestly, this deck just kind of deals with Zoro and Calgara real well.
Yeah. Next up, this card I believe is mandatory. Gum Gum Jet Gatling. It's a 0-drop counter. Trash a card from your hand. One of your leaders or characters gets plus 3k power during this battle. And trigger, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck, set it as active. So it is either a counter by getting rid of a dead card that you don't need, or if it's hit and trigger, it can be an extra Dawn. Then the first purple Animal Kingdom Searcher come out, which was 07. We're going to claim the One Piece. Main, if your leader has Animal Kingdom Pirates or Big Mom Pirates, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Animal Kingdom Pirates or Big Mom Pirates card, add it to your hand. Place rest bottom deck, triggers, activate this card's main. So you can use it to search any of your Animal Kingdom engine. You can also use it to search Big Mom, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And then the reason that this deck is still considered, Onigashima Island. Activate main, rest this stage. If your leader has Animal Kingdom Pirates, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. Helps you really counteract the leader effects, and it helps you get caught back up with any of your other Dawn minusing effects. And with it being Animal Kingdom Pirates, it is searchable. This is the list that I've used, I currently like, and we are adjusting the camera, I see.
Yeah,
And
oh my gosh, the are a little bit out of view. That and there's glare on the sheet keys.
Nice.
They're not that important.
This is the list that I am currently running. It's doing me pretty well. I don't know if there's any changes I would make. Other options that are good is the blocker kid that whenever you Dawn minus, you get 1 active, or the pudding that's similar, because pudding is searchable with We're going to claim the One Piece. But this has been working really well for me. I like it a lot. There's got some rough matchups, obviously, but I feel like it does really well against some aggro decks because of the amount of spot removal that we have. So I'm really happy with the list. But yep, that's the list. If there's any other deck lists you would like to see us try to make, let us know. We are working on a few. We got Red's Calgara list coming up.
Yep, I've got a chopper list I'm working on, a viewer request.
And I have a, what's her name? Carrot.
Carrot, yeah, the other animal in the set.
I've got that list put together. I just need to get some more testing done, make sure it's what I want. So we appreciate you watching. We hope you like the video, subscribe.
Hit that notification bell.
And we hope to see you in the next video. And if you have any requests, let us know. Bye-bye.
Adios.